Hi everyone. I am coming to you today from in front of my Christmas tree. I thought since we are a week out from Christmas, it would be nice to just do it from here so that it was kind of festive. Let's see, we've had a lot of catching up to do. First, I'm going to tie up any loose ends from the Zephyr valve stuff that I have been going back and forth with the doctors on. As you knew, I was waiting for scan results to get the results back from my CT scan, which then they put through the Pulmonex Zephyr valve Stratix program. And what they're looking for in a perfect case scenario, they like to see upper lobes with the worst damage, and then they're also looking for complete fissures in between each of your lobes. And what fissures are is they want no leaks, so they want solid walls in between each lobe of the lung, and that's what they're looking for when they go ahead and put your scans into the Stratix system from Pulmonex. And I got mine back, and as you remember, I said that the only way that I would even consider doing this is if it was like a perfect case scenario, which would make it the most likely for it to work, since my situation is pretty bad in other respects. Well, I got it back, and just to show you what the report looks like, mine is the perfect case scenario. I have two upper lobes that are showing the most damage. And so what they like to do then is put the valve in one of these lobes. They would choose my upper, I think that's the right lung, to put the valves in. My doctor was really excited. I have complete fissures. That's what those black lines in between the lobes, meaning I have absolutely no leaks. I have just the two damaged upper lobes, and my other areas of the lung look pretty good. So that's what they are looking for. That was the good news. The bad news is that after seeing this and considering my overall fitness level, he was pretty excited, because this is exactly what they look for. But then in talking with other more experienced doctors who have been working with the valves for longer, the other things that also need to be a certain way is your arterial blood gas levels, your room air O2 levels have to be at a certain point, and they also want a certain percentage of lung function. So the minimum lung function, as we had discussed previously, is 15%, which is right where I'm at. My arterial blood gas levels should be at 45 or less. They're at 63. And my room air oxygen levels are quite low as well. And they're less concerned with the 15% lung function because I'm in such really good shape that they think my body would overcome that. What they're not sure is how much my body depends on either of those two upper lobes to keep my gas levels as they are, or my oxygen levels as they are. So they're afraid that if they knock out either one of those, and my body is too dependent on either one of those sections, that it could make it so that I can't maintain myself. So with that, at this time, we are a definite no-go for the lung valves, which is kind of disappointing. But the thing that has me not as worried about it is that now I have been exercising consistently at a pace that I wasn't previously. And recently I've added in the past week and a half, 2 weeks now, I've added in even more upper body exercises, and I am starting to notice a real difference in my abilities, which is amazing and great. And so I am feeling wonderful. The best I've felt since I've been out of the hospital. And it took a long 6 months to get there, but I am now starting to see real progress. So that's where we're at with the lung valve. Also, a week before Christmas, we had another really great present before Christmas. My daughter had another beautiful baby boy, and so we have been celebrating that since he was born on the 12th. So we've been busy ripping and running and helping with, the other one, and I've been trying to get over there when I can to assist her with the new one, which brings me to another point of how I know I'm doing so much better is she wanted me to come over there yesterday. It was kind of a last minute thing. She called me in the morning, asked me could I come. I had a whole bunch of stuff planned to clean in the house that day, and I had already put it off a day. I really didn't want to, put things off again. And normally when I have that much stuff to do, it takes me all of, besides getting my own shower, bed made, and, just the regular routine stuff, cooking breakfast and cleaning up the dishes, and then to have extra stuff on top of it, vacuuming, dusting in the upstairs, and everything to do. And then getting myself out the door with all of my stuff loaded in the car when I'm by myself is another chore in itself. But yesterday I had managed to do all of that stuff in what I call normal people time. So I was literally in the car and out the door after shower and bed making and cooking breakfast and doing dishes and dusting and vacuuming and putting all that stuff away and then getting the car loaded and everything. I was literally out the door and in the car by 1 o'clock. And that's with me starting at 10, so I don't start super early. I sleep in every day. And I got out of the bed and started at 10, and I was literally out the door by 1 o'clock after doing all of that stuff. And so that was the first time in ages that I have seemed to do anything in what is real people time. And I was not totally worn out by the time that I got over there. So we enjoyed an afternoon of, baby holding and just hanging out with the kids. So another thing that lets me know that I'm doing better, as you can probably remember, my stamina, I was really challenged to just not be totally worn out by 3 or 4 every day. And we've been doing little store trips, not really mall trips. We've been going to like smaller stores like Marshall's or Target and doing trips like, the grocery store and stuff like that, where it's going in one store and, you spend about an hour and come out and you have the help of a cart or whatever. But this past weekend we decided to go ahead and go to the mall. I exercised before I left. We walked for a good several hours, ended up coming back, and I ended up walking again after coming home on a treadmill, which for me to have any energy even left to do that is amazing. That is definitely not the norm. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at, so I'm not going to worry about the lung valve answers right now. I'm just going to keep working my way to getting as strong as I can. And with that, I would like to say that I would also like to encourage any of you that feel like you're slipping away, which I had that feeling definitely after coming out of the hospital. I felt like little by little I was losing ground and slipping away, and I didn't really know where I was going to end up. I just want to say that I think that it is important to never give up hope. If you're willing to work a little bit harder and push through and persevere, and just have things that you're pushing through for, it helps a ton. For me, I love being able to play with my grandchildren and run around with them and go to the park and do different things. And now there's 2 of them that live close by me, and I'm looking forward to this summer, and I want to be in shape for that. And when they're ready for Disney, I want to be able to do that. And so I'm just going to keep pushing, and I hope that's what the rest of you two do too. If I don't talk to you again before Christmas, I hope everybody has a safe and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I'm going to go into this year with goals to make it my happiest, healthiest year yet. And I'm hoping you guys do the same. And thanks again for joining me. Have a great Christmas. Bye-bye. And I will post some pictures of the baby as soon as she's ready to share those with the rest of the world. Thank you. Bye-bye.